Isaac Vassell, 6 months post-op, on our way to training. The rest of the club, the rest of the players at least, are in Dubai and Vegas telling themselves you're putting in that hard work. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. Yeah, just on the way in now. Just probably got a hard day ahead of us, so yeah, looking forward to it.
Take us over the last 7 months, 6 months since your operation, 7 months since the injury, that game against our neighbours down the road. What's it been like for you physically and mentally, emotionally? I assume it's been a tough half a year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, at the start, I think it was a lot more tougher. But now, towards the end of it, I can sort of see the light on the end of the tunnel, if that makes sense. Yeah.
I know you haven't seen the tackle back again, but is that because you don't want to look back and it's all about what you do from this point onwards? You can't change it, so.
Yeah, I think I've not watched it. I don't really want to watch it. Like it's my first proper big injury, and I just want to move forward. Like you say, it's what's happened now. I can't do anything about it, and I don't want to dwell on it. I just want to get my head down and get back playing.
What's it been like to be part of the squad where you're obviously not playing every day, you're not going out and training with the boys, you're in the same building, you come to work, you'll see them all, you'll pass, you'll eat together, be in the same dressing room, but yet you're always at arm's length from the rest of the group. Is that quite a frustrating position to be in?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, and especially with the way the season went, you almost feel a little bit helpless, like you can't get involved and can't help the squad out. But I mean, credit to a few of the lads, helped me out quite a bit, and they always come in to see me and say hello and see how I'm doing and whatnot. And of course, it's going to be tough when they're going out to training and you've got to go in the gym. But
I think you're quite a tough person anyway.
I think so. Yeah. I mean, from
you strike me as quite a laid back, easy going. You know, take it in your stride, no matter what comes your way. You just
yeah, definitely. I mean, like I was going to say, with my journey through football anyway, I've been down, I've had the lows and highs of football, so I know sort of what it takes and the sort of mindset you have to have. So, like I said at the start, this was tough, but it's just like you say, any hurdle, I'll take it on, and I'll try my best to do what I can do. So.
Do you appreciate playing more? Do you think when you've been out for so long, you know, it's almost like you don't know what you've got till it's gone?
Definitely, and like, it's tough. It's very hard to sit on the sidelines and watch the lads play every week. It's like it's tough to get your head around it because that's all you've been doing for how many years, and then to have that time out. I mean, it has given me a better understanding of the game, I think, but it's just been frustrating. Yeah.
Many fans will see you as good as a new signing this summer. Do you feel that way?
Yeah. I mean, I felt I was just getting into my stride, obviously, when the injury happened. But like you say, it will be like a new signing for them, and I can't wait to get back and show them what I can do again.
Vass, so 7 months down the line, I mean, is this the start to your day? Is this what you've had to endure for the last however many months?
Yeah, I mean, I'm always in here with Dave in the morning, and this is normally how we start off, either some soft tissue or a bit of ice or some heat just to get started. Yeah.
Have you just got used to this sort of routine now because it's been like the end of October since it happened? Has this become like your daily training routine? You know what to expect whenever you come in?
Yeah, I mean, like Dave says, like we should try to change the stimulus most days, but at the start of the day, this is normally something I'll be doing, either icing or some soft tissue. Yeah.
Have you found it mentally to readjust to that, going out and training every day with the boys, to then being pretty isolated, having to come in and do your work?
I think at the start it was pretty tough. It's a bit of a change because, like you see everyone comes in the morning, like this is kind of a bit of a social room in the morning, which is a bit of a strange one, but everyone does come in here, and they'll all be activating in the gym, and I'm just sat here doing stuff like this, and you know you're not going outside. But so at the start it was a bit tough, but I mean, I think I've got used to it now. Me and Dave are good friends now. So.
Is that to say you wasn't before?
No, we're always good friends, but I think we've got a bit closer now. The bond's stronger, yeah.
And I suppose it'll have to be a readjustment again when you are, as Dave says, released back into the wild and into the rough and tumble of everyday training. It's another adjustment period for you, but I suppose it's all an experience that you've gone through, and I suppose your hope is that in the long run it makes you a bit of a stronger player personally on and off the pitch.
Definitely, I think it has been a bit of a mental battle, but like I've just just adapted to it. Like it is what it is. I can't really change that, and I just can't wait to get back out with the lads and start playing football again.
When you can see the finishing line, it's that close. I suppose that's where it gets agonising. You're not far away.
Yeah, that's it. Especially now, I'm in over the summer, and all the lads are away doing their bits and bobs. So I know I'm almost there. Just got to get it right. Got to get it perfect. Yeah.
6 months post-op, is this where you'd expect him to be at this point?
It is, yeah. He's starting to work outside now to quite a high level. So it's always at this stage that you tend to get a few little aches and pains. All those little things need to start to get ironed out a little bit. It's really just making sure everything's spot on and he's as close to kind of 100% as he can be before going into full training with the lads.
I know medical staff never like to predict how far away players can be, but in terms of pre-season, would it be on course to jumping in with the boys, or is it still?
I think it's one of those, you know we're never going to predict it, but when you have to think about these, particularly the long-term injured players, it's not just as simple as, right, you finished your rehab now, you go straight into training and then you're set free. So particularly going into pre-season, because pre-season's quite a hard, intense period of time, you're always going to have to modify that for certain players. So even players who are perceived as being fully fit, some of those will have their pre-season modified to an extent. It's not necessarily going to be as easier, but they might be offloaded in comparison to some players if they've got pre-existing injuries or conditions that need bearing in mind when you're going through that period of pre-season.
You spent a lot of time with him. How's he coping mentally? Like you said, he become best of friends, haven't you?
He's done really, really well. I mean, normally when people get injured, particularly lads, when they're used to being out there training, it's quite a tough time for them mentally. You tend to have good days, you tend to have bad days. Thankfully for Vass, he's had a lot more good days than he has done bad. You know, it tends to be back end of the week or when we're starting new phases of his rehab. You know, things do get tough. That different stimulus takes him to some places he doesn't necessarily want to go to. But what I will say is he's dealt with it very well. He's applied himself very well. You know, you can see the light at the end of the tunnel now. So even though it's getting really, really hard, it's kind of like that little goal. He can see it now. So fingers crossed it'll get him over the line.
That's obviously, it's been a long road back to where we are at the minute, still not fully there, but with each sort of incremental increase in what you're doing, do you still have those nerves, those doubts in the back of your mind?
Yeah, I mean at the start everything's like new, so it's almost like you've got to do things again, you have to learn how to do certain things again, so yeah, there are a few nerves at the start, but it's just repetition. The more you do, the more confident you get and the easier it becomes.
And you were saying like when just to jump up on one of these boxes to start with, you were obviously a little nervy that
Definitely. I mean, like at the start. So you imagine you don't do anything for 3-4 months. You're not jumping, you're not running. So for a task that seems so easy as jumping on a box, it's quite a mental battle to actually get yourself up there. But like I said, after you do a few, it gets easier, and then it's not so bad in the end now.
Like you say, you've adjusted to life in the gym and a bit isolated, sort of long-term injury and that. And to start with, I suppose mentally that'd have been tough for you just to come in on your own, and I've seen you set your mat up on your jack and having to do all your own exercises, but now I suppose it's part of your everyday routine anyway.
Yeah, I'm used to it now. Like you said at the start, it was tough because as I'm coming in here, I'm doing my gym, everyone's going out to do their warm-up and they're starting to play football, and I'm in here on my own doing my activation work and whatnot. It was a bit tedious, but I mean now it's part of my programme. It makes me feel better before I start my heavy lifting and my main exercises, so yeah, I'm used to it now.
We're nearly there.
We're nearly there.
So a few weeks away now. I know you've been out doing bits on the grass and stuff as well. Is that where I suppose you feel like you can touch it because you're out there and it's closer to playing football than to perhaps living in the gym for the last 6 months?
Definitely. I mean, I remember the first day we went out and we didn't even do a lot, but it was such a good day because it was like it's actually back close to doing something that I'm meant to be doing. I'm not. Yeah, exactly. I'm not here for gym. I'm here for football. So that was a good day, and like you said, we're close now, and just got a few more tweaks here and there, but should be back soon. Yeah.
Thank you very much, mate.
Great.